All right. Welcome back. I'm sure you notice one person is in a different location. Um,
It is Ryan.
no, it is not. We don't know where that is. But today we are going to do our Week 8 NFL Sunday predictions and Monday, obviously. Um, so I guess, yeah, let's just start. We'll give our winner like we always do. Maybe an idea of how we think the game's going to go and one fantasy start from each game. So first game is Carolina at Atlanta. Um, yeah, I think Kyle Pitts is going to continue his streak of being really good. It's Sam Darnold versus Matt Ryan, so two not very good quarterbacks. And then Chuba Hubbard and Cordero Patterson, who everybody thought was going to be starting at running back for this game at the beginning of the season. So, I think it's pretty straight up. Carolina doesn't have a single player on the. Atlanta doesn't have a single player on the injury report. So Stephon Gilmore is going to be playing. It's going to be 68 and sunny in Atlanta. It's in a dome anyway. So, what are you thinking? Who you got?
You ready for my hot take?
Yeah.
This one ends in a tie.
Okay, I have the Falcons winning.
I also have the Falcons winning, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure by how many, so I was like, let's just go with a tie.
Fair enough. My start is going to be. Listen, we're going to try for the most part to give you guys that you aren't starting every week, but I don't know. I want to start Kyle Pitts because he's on most of my teams and I want him to succeed. So I'm going to say Kyle Pitts is my start of the week.
Okay. Someone said Sam Darnold.
If it's on Darnold, listen, if he can give you that running production he gave in the first couple weeks, then definitely. But
no, I'll probably go with I guess one if someone who's going to be starting anyway, probably it would be Cordell Patterson I'd go with. But then if someone who you might be able to get on free agency in terms of fantasy leagues, I'll go with Matt Ryan.
Word.
Because Carolina's run defense is good, but their pass defense has not been good. So that'll lead to a lot of passion for the Falcons.
We'll see if Stephon Gilmore can change that. Game number 2 is Miami at Buffalo. I got Buffalo by a lot.
I've got Buffalo by a decent amount.
Okay. Who's your start?
Cole Beasley. Or Emmanuel Sanders, either or one of those wide receivers.
Yeah, I don't really. So it's like Will Fuller's out. Devontae Parker's probably out. I don't want to because the Bills have been actually really good against wide receivers, but Jalen Waddle just gets so many targets.
What a now.
This is for PPR leagues because we play in only PPR leagues, but I just assume he's going to get 7-8 catches a game. So that's already 8 points plus whatever 50, 60 yards he gets out of that is, 13, 14 points, and then a touchdown can get you up to 20. So I think Jalen Waddle is a start. San Francisco 49ers at the Chicago Bears. At the 49ers.
This one is initially I had the 49ers, but then I learned Matt Nagy is ruled out with COVID, and that is a huge boost for the Chicago offense.
This is true, but there's no Mac.
I think I'm still going to stay with the 49ers. They're 2-4 on a losing streak. I think they snapped that.
I agree. Start of the week for you.
I
with Elijah Mitchell, by the
way. I was considering saying him. I'll go with Brandon Ayuk.
All righty. You're the one person that still believes in him. Moving on. Pittsburgh.
An earlier week.
Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I got Cleveland.
I also have Cleveland.
Who's your start of the week?
If Nick Chubb is available on waiver wires,
he's not.
Then I will probably go with. I don't know.
I
I'll
can
go
go
with,
first if you'd like.
yeah, but did you go
Pat
first?
Pat Fryermuth, I think he gets into the end zone this week.
Hey. Um,
How bad tight end's been. It's kind of a valuable grab. You can get in there.
I'm looking for I'm looking for someone to take on the Browns, and it's like I just feel like all the Browns stars are gonna be like they'll be like on someone's team. What about
Shenanigans.
David Njoku?
Okay. So tight end battle there for us.
Yeah,
Next up, we have Philadelphia at Detroit. Now, I know you're probably going to pick Detroit.
Detroit is due for a win. Simple as that.
I'm picking Philly. My start for that game, as it is for every single game Philadelphia plays in, is Jalen Hurts. He's the only quarterback to score 20 or more points in all 7 games. And no matter how atrocious he plays in the actual game, let him play in the fourth quarter and you will score 20 something points. So, yeah.
I've got the Lions by 10 in this one, and I will go with Amon St. Brown because I picked him last week and he did absolutely nothing. So it's not going to do that 2 weeks in a row, right?
Fun fact, DeAndre Swift is their leading receiver this season.
Yeah, I almost said him, but like, nah, he's being started in most leagues.
He's not started in my format. No, I'm kidding. Titans at Colts. Give me the Titans.
With the Colts.
Alrighty, and your pick for the week?
Carson Wentz.
Okay. I am going to say, just make sure he's not out. Yeah, Zach Pascal.
I like it.
Alrighty. Cincinnati at the Jets. Cincinnati by whatever the mercy rule is in the NFL.
Literally, I don't think we see Joe Burrow in the entire second half.
No, we see him in the second half. We don't see him in the fourth quarter, though. NFL teams are like very wary on pulling their starters. It's like not something that happens until the fourth quarter.
I was like strictly thinking, like as soon as I thought of the game of the Lions Buccaneers game last year,
Yeah.
Where Tom Brady was literally pulled at halftime along with the rest of the starters. They were up like 30 something to nothing at halftime, maybe even really nothing.
My take is that my hot take of the week is that all 3 Bengals receivers eclipse 100 yards. So on that front, I guess the one that you're not starting is Tyler Boyd right now, because Higgins has like ridiculous. He got 15 targets last week, and Jamar Chase is arguably the top 5 fantasy receiver this year. So they're both being started in most leagues. So I'm going to go Tyler Boyd as someone who's not really started too often.
I will stray away from the receiving core here, and I will take the Bengals defense.
Fair. I started the Bengals defense. Fun fact, I started the Jets defense last week. I got -11 from them. All right. The Rams at the Houston Texans. Give me the Rams by a lot.
Give me the Texans by 3.
I don't know why you keep doing this to yourself. Tyrod Taylor should be back next week. I might pick the Texans after he comes back, but until then, no.
I said it before. I was really hoping Tyrod Taylor would be playing, and he's not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like I can't even say the Texans have looked good in the past. I just feel like the Rams are going to be the team that gets upset this year.
Nah, I think they survived that last week. I think last week was a scare that's going to knock some sense into them. And then on that same caveat, guy that's probably available in like 70-80% of leagues, Cooper Kupp. No. I'm going to go ahead and take guy you're probably starting, but if you have some pretty depth, some good depth there, then maybe not. I'll take Darrell Henderson. I am starting him over Antonio Gibson this week. So, and if you have not heard any of our previous episodes, for anyone that is new, maybe got it through the YouTube algorithm, Antonio Gibson is my favorite football player. So for me to bench him is a big step. So, and I will willingly lose games if he doesn't play.
I will go with Brandon Cooks.
Okay.
With kind of like borderline of like someone who's probably not available, but he's definitely someone who like people might be benching because of the lack of production he's been getting over like the last 4 weeks.
I don't know. I wouldn't bench him.
What?
I said I still haven't benched him.
His last 4 weeks, he got 7, 5, 9, and 17.
Yeah, but a lot of that had to do with game script.
Mhm.
He'll be all right. And when
Right.
Tyler Taylor comes back, he'll be a great
Play him.
All right. And then, all right. So that's the 1:00 slate. Our first 4:00 game, New England at the Chargers.
I got the Patriots winning this one.
I got the Chargers.
I think Belichick's got this system clicking with Mac Jones now, and they're going to be. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they'll be competitive. With
Yeah.
some NFC teams.
Austin Eckler is officially starting for anyone that doesn't know. My start of the week is someone that I am starting in my league that I have him in, Damien Harris. I think that he does well against the Chargers, but I still think the Chargers win this game pretty handily. I do think Bill Belichick will have a plan to slow down the Chargers, but I don't think it works for 4 quarters.
I'm gonna join you with Damien Harris on my pick for this week.
That was the same double pick we had last week, and he put
Was
up
it really?
26 points. So, yeah. Our second game is Jaguars at Seattle. Seattle by 7 million.
I will take Seattle by under 100,
Understandable.
but probably more than 10.
Word.
Maybe the Jaguars cut a close one by only lose by 7 or 8, but still, I think Seattle takes care of business.
I think the Jaguars defensive backs are bad enough that Pete Carroll realizes he might be actually be able to throw the ball, and that DK Metcalf should get more than 2 targets in a game. And on that vein, although you might be starting him all the time, at this point, for a lot of leagues, he's still a wild card, DK Metcalf. He's really the only Seahawk I trust to start right now. I don't trust Lockett. He's too inconsistent. I don't trust Alex Collins. I don't trust Geno Smith. I definitely don't trust the defense, and I don't trust our kicker anymore. So, yeah, DK is literally the only person I would be okay with starting this week. If I'm I drafted Chris Carson in every league.
Well, on that note, as you are the Seahawks fan, I probably should stay away from picking a Seahawk here.
You don't have to stay away from picking a Seahawk. Like Alex Collins definitely could.
That's what I was originally gonna pick. But then you're like, I don't trust anyone. I'm like, well, you've watched them every single week.
I have watched every snap of the season for the last, 8 or 9 years, but probably more than that actually. 2011 was the first year I watched every snap. So yeah, 10 years, 11 years, something like that.
I'll just go Collins anyway.
Yeah, me as well. If he can punch one in, good. He'll definitely get the volume to put up a good game, but I just don't trust him as a runner. Like I don't think he's that good. He's our backup. So Washington at Denver. I guess Washington. I don't really know who the hell wins this game.
Yeah, this one I was on the fence about because initially I was going with Washington, but then like, you know what? Denver has lost 4 straight, so I think they snapped that losing streak. So now I think I'm gonna go with Denver as my final answer, especially back up.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. Jerry Judy's back, so could be a factor in this because Washington can't play defense.
My play of the week is Brandon McManus.
Of course it is. My play of the week is Cortland Sutton.
Hey.
Yep. All right, moving on to America's game of the week: Tampa Bay versus New Orleans. At New Orleans, might I add. I think New Orleans wins this one. I want a free dinner.
As much as I want the free dinner, I think the Bucks win this one. I think it's a lot closer than someone that we know may think. Like I think it's like 1-2 score game, like late through the game. Maybe they pull away at the end, go up with 2 scores, but I think it's a back and forth game with the Bucks. And so when
I can see it. My start of the week. Really want to say Mark Ingram because he was dirty, but I don't know if he's playing in this game.
I believe he is.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna ease him back in with them, like kind of getting him back with the playbook. So I guess all right, I'll go Ryan Suckup.
Hey, join the kicking crew.
Yeah.
I'm going with Gronk because Gronk is finally playing again, and I want to see some Gronk action. So Gronk.
Yeah, for all those 99% of leagues Gronk is available in, I would go ahead and grab him now.
Yeah, I don't. Gronk's been out since like week 2, and I haven't seen him spike the ball in that long. So Gronk.
Fair enough. Cowboys at Vikings. I think this is actually going to be a really close game. I think for the reasons of while Trayvon Diggs is very good, the Cowboys' pass defense is not. They allow almost 300 yards a game through the air, and so I think that Minnesota moves the ball through the air with ease. Like Justin Jefferson has a big game. And then on the other side, I think that Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard run like crazy because if you didn't know, Tyron Smith, the tackle for the Cowboys, gets to go up against the worst graded run defender in all of the NFL at defensive end as his main matchup this week. So they're going to run it to Tyron Smith's side, and they're going to run it a whole hell of a lot. So I do have the Cowboys winning this game, but I have it being pretty close.
I will take the Cowboys by either 17 or 10, depending on if Dak Prescott plays. Because right now he's still so they're reporting that he's actually like a true game time decision with how he feels tomorrow.
If Dak Prescott doesn't play, I do not have the Cowboys winning this game. Cooper
I
Rush
do.
is not good.
What?
Cooper Rush is not good.
Cooper Rush leads us to a 7 to 10 point victory, but Dak Prescott leads us to a 17 to 20 point victory.
I like making fun of Kirk Cousins because he's a piece of shit. He's homophobic and he's anti-vax, but he is okay at football. And if you put Cooper Rush up against him, he will dominate. That will. I just do not. The Cowboys will not win this game if Dak Prescott is not playing. The only way they win this game is if they just run the whole game and their defense locks up the Vikings, which they can't do. Not with all the talent the Vikings have. So if Dak plays, I do have the Cowboys winning. And my play of the week is Tony Pollard. I think he goes over 100 yards with a touchdown.
Intriguing. My play of the week will be.
Or Dalton Schultz, one of the two.
See, instead I was thinking going tight end, but not Dalton Schultz. My play of the week would be Blake Jarwin. Cowboys tight end, just because I like Blake Jarwin. Want to see him do it.
He gets some touchdowns.
Yeah, he gets like not a lot of targets, but he gets a solid couple of targets every week. Turns 1 or 2 into a touchdown. Pretty good.
Yeah. Giants at Kansas City. I got Kansas City.
I got Kansas City by a lot.
Yeah, the Giants are not good at all. I actually like the Giants. So Kadarius Toney probably going to play. So is Sterling Shepard, but I don't know. I think Saquon's still not playing. Kenny Golladay still not playing. I don't see them.
Yeah, Saquon is out. We both have Golladay.
Daniel Jones is your leading rusher. You got some problems.
Mm-hmm.
And my play of the week is yet again Darrell Williams.
My play of the week is Daniel Jones.
Interesting.
Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Never mind. As soon as I said it out,
making me cross stuff out of my notebook.
As soon as I said Daniel Jones out loud, I was like, "Wait, that sounds stupid." So my play of the week will be. This might be a hot take, but I might have to go with Travis Kelce.
I'm not letting you pick Kelce.
Yeah, no, I'm going with McCole Hardman.
Fair enough.
I think for the Chiefs to get back on track, someone needs to step up as another wide receiver that can be a trustworthy receiver game in and game out. And I think that's going to be McCole Hardman. And I think it starts with the Giants on Monday.
Well, it's either Hardman, Gordon, Robinson, or Pringle. Mm-hmm. So I think Hardman's the best of those 4 right now. No. All time.
Pringle has the best name.
He does, but Josh Gordon all time has some legacy, but he has been in the league for too long. Yeah, I got Kansas City right in the ship this week. Mahomes kind of admitted to the media the other day that he was at fault for their losing streak, and kind of put the blame on himself. So I'm gonna see him have a big bounce back game, and they kind of thrash the Giants. All right, those are all the games. Quick, efficient episode here. We late at night, so we want to get this done and out to you guys in the morning. All righty, adios.